Hello friends, my name's Aaron Ciotti, everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to Whoop Wednesday. Welcome to the week where you try to do as little as possible. In between Christmas and New Year's represents the 1 week of the year where your only goal is to do absolutely nothing. Be a couch. Call out of work, quit your job. Don't quit your job. Maybe quit your job. But, yeah, this is it. This is it, man. This is peak nothing week. Do nothing. We're going to play around with some motor testing on 1.2 inch props. I've got a Happy Model 1102, 19,000 kV. I've got a Tiny Whoop Happy Model 0802, 30,000 kV. I've got a Happy Model 0803, 16,000 kV. And I've got a Happy Model 0702, 26,000 kV. We're going to put Biblades on the 0702 because that's what it's gonna like. I'm gonna put a tri-blade on the 0802. I'm gonna put a bi-blade on the 0802. We'll do both. I'm gonna put a quad blade on the 0803 and the 1102. 0803 and 1102, it's a lot of stator volume. It should wake up with a 3 or particularly a 4 blade. And we're just gonna see. You know, we've done a bunch of thrust testing with my little scale and the little piece of drawer liner material on Whoop Wednesdays a couple of weeks ago. And the results, I mean, it's not scientific, but the results seem to be pretty decent. It's like all the results that we've gotten so far track and make a lot of sense. So, yeah, we're looking for like whole grams of thrust difference, and that's what we've been seeing with different props and different motors and stuff. We haven't tested like completely off the wall motors. We've basically tested 0702s and low KV 0802s. So now I want to test some kind of off the wall motors to see what kind of numbers we get on 1S. There's a chance that 1102 and 803 are just too much stator volume for these really lightweight 1S batteries. I think we're going to get to see that by whether or not the thrust number goes up and then quickly falls off. So yeah, we'll do some tests and hang out, not do a whole lot, just chill. Get yourself something to drink. Hey, by the way, I completely forgot that my Wednesday streams have been changed to 6 o'clock. I don't know. I've just been... To be honest, I've been recovering from the 12-hour stream. It's quite the thing. I actually ended up throwing up at like 3 a.m. I laid down pretty soon after the 12-hour stream ended, and then my body woke me up at like 3 a.m. and I think the combination of the first drink I had on stream, which was a gin and tonic with gin, as opposed to a gin and tonic with Drano. And then the second drink that I had was rum chata. And then the third drink I had was a whole bunch of sake. Yeah, I think the combination of those things just messed me all up because I had quite the bathroom visit at 3 a.m. It was not pretty. But I lived, and I felt horrible the next day, but I survived, and here I am. I live. I'm never drinking again. In the chat, Gusto FPV was first, Northern Tier was next, Tuner Taxi, Alec Dvornik, Rob Axelson, Frank Nicholas, Mr. Blue Sky, Brandon's Baked Beans, McConnell Studios is in the house, Jason, Michael D, Espander, 6x1, Flush FPV, Ed K, Boiler Boy, 1940, 42, 41, 1980, 18, 19, Athix FPV, Bob Bruce, Espander, Athix FPV again, Chris Quads, Grizz FPV, 661, McConnell Studios again, 406 from above, Athix is here, Flush FPV, what's up, friends? I hope you all had awesome Christmases or whatever holiday you celebrate. Make yourself a drink, and let's get drunk. I'm not getting drunk again. This is a relatively weak gin and tonic. Off Axis FPV is in the house. What's up, Marcel? Let me pause this. I don't remember how to stream. I hope you guys got your Gore motors because they are out of stock. There is currently no option for you when it comes to a really high KV 0702. There is going to be a version 2 Weebleed FPV 0702 in high KV coming, no idea when. And Jesse from Tiny Whoop has some of his 0702 30,000 KV motors coming. No idea when either of those will be back in stock. I'm willing to bet that Jesse's 30,000s will be back in stock first. Both amazing motors, both made by Happy Model, same motors, different KV. So yeah, we got some stuff coming, but right now, today, I do not have a high KV 0702 for you to recommend. That being said, to be really honest, the Happy Model 07, well, no, so if there is a 26,500 kV 0702 from Biblades. I think that is the highest kV one available today. For most people, that's going to be more kV than they ever need. 28,500, 30,000, it's a lot, man. And it's really like pushing the boundaries of what those motors are capable of. So, yeah, I mean, like Jesse's listing for the 0702 30,000s says, do not buy these motors. I swear to God. So yeah, most normal people will be in love with the 26,500. They're not called Gores. I forget what they're called, but and then I forget what Jesse's other KVs are. Let's take a quick look. Let's go to store and, well, let's just do this. Let's just search for 0702. Well, that didn't work. They're just 702. So Jesse's got 25,250. I think that's the closest. Zia edition. He's got 21,500. That's too low. 23,000. That's too low. Oh, here we go. 27,000. Okay, so yeah, 27,000, 26,000. So whichever website you want to get them from, you will not be able to tell a difference between 27,000 and 26,500. Or if you're doing an order on like GetFPV, for example, Happy Model sells a 702 26,000 kV. Hell, over here on tinywhoop.com, you can even buy a Mobulus. It's sold out. For a very short period of time, you were able to buy an ELRS Mobula 6 from tinywhoop.com that came with the 26,000 kV motors. Where are the motors? Motor. Yep. Yeah, Jesse had a bunch of them in stock and they went really fast. So yeah, and 26,000 kV is a lot for most people on a Gemfan biblade. Definitely get it off the stupid HQ biblades. For most people, that's going to be plenty of power. The 28,500, the 30,000s, you're going to probably need to motor limit those down. Hell, I had to motor limit them down for a while before I really got used to them. It's an awful lot, and it took me a lot of batteries to be able to fly a tiny whoop in acro inside without just bouncing from wall to wall to wall to wall with that much power. So yeah, the not having these crazy high KVs is not the end of the world. All that being said, the crazy high KV motors you can motor limit down and then slowly increase the power, and if you fly enough batteries, you will get good enough to use that extra power, and it is kind of amazing to have that extra power. So it's, in my opinion, it is worth waiting for it, but if for some reason you absolutely can't wait, snag a set of the 26,500s or 27,000s or 26,000s, and you're going to love it. You're certainly going to love it a hell of a lot more than like the 20,000s or the 22,000s. That is just way too low of a KV, in my opinion. First thing I'm going to do is show you guys how to see if your tiny whoop motor shafts are bent. It's very simple. You plug your tiny whoop into Betaflight. You launch Betaflight, which takes forever all of a sudden. You go into the motors tab and you spin each motor up. You just hold your fingernail up against the motor shaft. I have to do this before I tear this rig apart to build a little test bed rig we're going to use for the thrust testing. So you come in here to the motors tab, You click I understand the risks because you've taken the propellers off and because it's a tiny whoop. And you can just come here to the master and just move this master slider up a little bit until all of the motors start to spin. So like, for example, I just moved the master slider up to like 1040. Oh, farts. Hold on. What? Oh, there we go. So yeah, just move this master slider up a little bit. Just a little bit. I hit the emergency stop button. So there you go. Move it up to 1040. And then look at this. Keep hitting the wrong button. Whatever. 1040, 1060 now. You take your little fingernail and you put it up sideways against the motor shaft. And you're going to feel how much it's... What's going on, OBS? Come on. You're going to feel how much it's doing this. And so you check motor 1. And of course the question is, how much is too much? Well, you got 4 motors you can check. So you check motor 1. All right. Check motor 2. All right. Check motor 3. Well, motor 3 is nice and smooth. Check motor 4. So a lot of times what you'll find is the rear motors are vibrating less. That's because we fly forward and we crash into stuff forward. And that puts impact into the motor shafts. And yeah, you're trying to figure out which ones are smooth and which ones are vibey as hell. So in this case, motor 2 is pretty vibey. Motor 1 has seen better days. Motor 2 is the one that I'm going to get rid of, though. Motor 4 is okay. Motor 3 is really clean. So these are the Beta FPV 1102s. They notoriously have very weak motor shafts, which is a shame because they're 1.5mm motor shafts. They must have used a really cheap metal. And I have a bunch of these motors, so I'm only really using these motors at this point on the tiny lifters. So I'm going to be throwing away the ones that have banged up motor shafts. And yeah, motor 2 is definitely going in the garbage. Motor 4. Yeah, motor 4 and motor 2. Those are both going in the garbage. 1 and 3, though, they're okay. And that's it. That's all you got to do. I just wanted to check that again before I take this thing apart. So yeah, let me actually pull those motors off while I answer some questions in the chat. Hey, this is my full-time job. If you like this content and want to see it continue, I need your help. Head on over to CiottiFPV.com, click some buttons. Patreon helps me out the most. It's 10 cents a day. You can join it. It makes a huge difference. If you want to get in on some giveaways that I do every other Monday, you can pay a little bit more than that. $5 a month. This thing was getting hot. $5 a month will get you entered into the Tiny Whoop and Toothpick giveaways every other Monday. $10 a month will put you on the 3-inch micro brushless and Cinewhoop giveaways. $20 a month will put you in the 5-inch rig giveaways. $30 a month will enter you into all of them, so you'll be entered into 6 giveaways a month every single month till the dawn of time, or at least until I can until I have to stop doing this, which you guys help so much that I can keep on going, so that's pretty cool, and I appreciate that very much. I am going to steal the motor leads off of this, but yeah, like I said, I have a whole bunch of these, and they're not all that great, so I'm just going to be trashing them. I know that kind of seems insane, but there are much better motor options out there, and yeah, these 1102s are just a little too low of a KV, and like, I would hang on to these, but realistically, since the motor shafts are weak, the only real use for these is on the tiny lifters, and once the motor shaft is bent, it becomes worthless for the tiny lifters because it's gonna put jello into the HD. So yeah, once these Beta FPV 1102 motor shafts are bent, they're just completely worthless and deserve to go in the goddamn garbage. So that's what I'm doing with 2 of these. Only 2 though. I will keep the rest. For one of the tiny lifters. One of the tiny lifters is going to remain on the Beta FPV 1102s. The other tiny lifter... So there's 3 tiny lifters right now. One of them is going to get pulled apart for parts. I only built 3 of them to help with testing. So yeah, one of them is gonna get pulled apart. The other one is gonna have the Newbie Drone Flow 1102 motors, and then the other one is gonna have these Beta FPV 1102s. Yeah, those are the motors that I've got. Cheers, friends. 12-hour stream was a huge success. Other than throwing up, it went really, really well. I was kind of shocked at how not brain dead I was towards the end of it. I did start to get drunk towards the end of it, though, which was interesting. By the end, I was actually somewhat goofy, which was fun. So yeah, maybe I'll do another 12-hour stream before Christmas 2023, maybe. Because yeah, I paced myself. I broke it up in the middle to do a little bit of Gran Turismo 7 on the sim rig. And yeah, it was just much calmer. And I mean, it helped that I had that gig from Cabo to talk about. Like that was really nice to have a bunch of that footage to show, and to be able to like recap that whole thing. That was a great big chunk of time that everybody kind of seemed interested in, so that was cool. But yeah, previous 12-hour streams were much harder. So yeah. I very specifically, though, was like trying to not just freak out and scream a lot, and that seemed to help quite a bit. It's wild to have to try to like manage not losing my voice on that, though. But yeah, I feel like I did a pretty good job, so that was pretty cool. I had a blast. I hope you guys had a blast too. I hope if your Christmases are not the most amazing things in the world because you're separated from your family or not on good terms with your family or whatever, I hope that I was able to help you out. That's one of the reasons why that's specifically one of the main reasons that I do the 12-hour streams on top of Christmas every year. Because yeah, it's a tough time for an awful lot of people, and anything I can do to help out with that is it's a big deal. I've had plenty of Christmases that were really rough, where I was really struggling mentally. So it's my honor to help, hopefully, at least a couple of folks out and make you laugh and give you a friendly face to kind of hang out with for a day or two there. Because watching that whole thing in one go is probably a lot. So I have a feeling that a lot of people have to break it up and watch a few hours a day every day. So. But yeah, that was awesome. I had a blast doing that. There's a whole bunch of other ways you can support me over on CiottiFPV.com. Subscribe to all the things, Facebook, Instagram. There's a bunch of affiliate links there. Affiliate links are free money. It's really a big deal. When you order stuff on the internet, someone can be making free money off of that order. So think about the people that create content who are, some of us are kind of struggling because it's a tough business to be in. And see if you can find an affiliate link before you click checkout on a website. You have to do it every time you check out. It's kind of annoying. What some of the beautiful bastards in chat have done here is replace their bookmarks to Newbie Drone, Get FPV, ohmygod.com, a whole bunch of websites that are all listed out on CiottiFPV.com with my affiliate links. So no matter what, when you click your bookmark to any one of those websites, it automatically drops my affiliate link into your shopping cart. You don't even have to think about it. If you're like me and you just go to the URL bar and type get and it automatically guesses Get FPV, what you can do is do that, and then off on the side there's a little X. It'll suggest getfpv.com. Click the X, get rid of that suggestion, and then click my affiliate link a couple times, and it'll pick up on my affiliate link as the most popular get search result. So then when you type get from then on, it'll suggest my affiliate link first. So you can just type get return and it'll do the same thing. So yeah, that's affiliate links are awesome. Do it. We Bleed FPV, I also have one to there. Banggood, a whole bunch. You'll see them on CiottiFPV.com. And then buy yourself something nice. Over on Fiverr, there's a bunch of what's Fiverr? Fiverr shirts? No, Fivers. Fiverr, you're going to work directly with me. I told you I do nothing this week. I don't even think this week. Fiverr, you can work directly with me one-on-one. Etsy, you can get some stickers and gear. Gangly Gang stickers are available. They're brand new. if you're a part of the Gangly Gang, you better have a sticker to show your goddamn pride. These are not up on Etsy yet, though. PayPal me $5 and I will send you a Gangly Gang sticker. $10 for 2, and I'll throw in another sticker. I'll probably throw in another sticker no matter what. PayPal me $5, put your email address in there, say, yo, I want a Gangly Gang sticker, and I'll send you one. How's that for a deal? Did I remember to turn the lights on today? Lights are all on. Look at me go. It's almost like I've done this once or twice. Teespring. There's a Teespring link up there as well. Buy yourself a shirt. This is not a Teespring shirt. This is a Joshua Bardwell shirt that is not holding up well in the shower. You guys probably can't see it, but this shirt is kind of falling apart. It is not a Teespring shirt, though. It's from somewhere else. All right, so I need to build this rig a little bit here with the crazy motor selection on it. Let me get caught up on chat here. Tuner Taxi says, anybody got some recommendations for GoPro settings for fireworks? Do I ever, Tuner Taxi? If you want your firework footage to look like this... Oh, God damn it. Then I'll tell you how to do that. Smooth, locked. Wait, no, it should be this one. Let's see if this will play. Ooh, the computer's angry. Angry computer is very angry. Be less angry, you big fat jerk. Come on. Is the hard drive not spinning up? What's happening? Can you work, please? There it goes. All right, so Inna can't handle it for some strange reason. Let's open this with QuickTime. For some reason, it's able to play these files completely fine. Oh God! All right. If you want your fireworks footage to look a little bit like this, or exactly like this, the big thing that you want to do is limit your ISO to 100 to 400. You do not want your ISO to go all the way up to 1600 because it'll get very noisy and look horrible. You want to limit the ISO down with the understanding that fireworks are very bright and you're just going to let the rest of the world be underexposed here. If that's the look you're going for. If you want more light, then you can let the ISO open up to 800 or 1600. I think it looks awful to do that. So yeah, that's the main suggestion, is to limit the ISO from 100 to 400. And then the shutter you can pretty much leave on auto. It's gonna open up to like 1/30th or 1/60th. This is actually filmed in 60 frames a second at 1/120th shutter. I could have let the shutter open to 1/60th. It wouldn't have made much of a difference. That's only a third of a stop, which is it's pretty much nothing. So yeah, and then your white balance, you're gonna want to lock that to like 1500. I'm sorry, 5500 rather, just so that it's not moving around. And that's pretty much it. Sharpness medium. Yeah, I mean, really, that's kind of it. The big thing is that you just don't want the ISO to automatically adjust all the way up to 1600 because it just gets way, way, way too noisy. I mean, for the most part, you really never want, on a GoPro at least, you never want your ISO to go above 400 because it's just too noisy. It just doesn't look right. So yeah, there's some firework footage at 1/120th of a second, shutter speed locked, basically at 400 ISO. When you give it that range of 100 to 400 ISO, and it's really dark like this, it immediately goes to 400 ISO. So yeah, there you go, man. Good question. Rob Axelson says, what's up, Collective? Gangly Gang. Michael D says, what's up, Gangly Gang of CiottiFPV? Thought you were getting some Flywoo 1002 motors. I am. Yeah, I'm going to get some Flywoo 1002 motors at some point here to test. a 75 millimeter Jungle Gym basher, but I just haven't had a chance to place an order yet. The end of the year here is kind of sketchy money-wise for me, so I kind of stop buying things for a while here. You know, Christmas is expensive, all the gigs stop because nobody wants to film music videos out in the freezing cold. But yeah, I have a tab opens from GetFPV ready to go. One of these days, if I need to do a GetFPV order, I'll throw them on there, and then we'll give them a shot. You know, it's been so cold that I haven't really wanted to fly outside anyway, so there's been very little motivation to snag those motors and build any rigs for outside. So that's one of the other reasons I've been kind of dragging my feet. Ed K says, good evening, Collective and CiottiFPV. Boilerborn 1981 says, happy holidays, gang. Bob Bruce says, how's it going? Hopefully everybody had a great Christmas. Grizz FPV says, what's up, Collective? How goes it? CiottiFPV? Long time, man. It has been a long time, Grizz. Hopefully you've been awesome. McConnell Studios says, or if you own a business, be left alone. It's true. Bob, YouTube just did the thing. Thanks, Metal, for taking care of that spam air. Where is it at? There it is. Bob Bruce says, how's it going? Hope everybody had a great Christmas. Wait, no, we already got that. Bob Bruce says, that's what I'm doing. Last day of work, last Friday. Don't go back till next year. Awesome. Athix says, any old 1S boards that you have bad? Can I have? I need donor boards for ESC FETs. I have sent you everything that I've got, Athix. I don't have any more 1S boards. Or do I? I'll take a look. I have a bag of blown up electronics. There might be one more FR Sky Happy Model board in there. Maybe. Don't hold your breath, though. Marcel FX says, hi, friends. Did you call SN Hobbies? I'm going to go tomorrow. I didn't have a chance to. But, yeah, I can almost guarantee you that they don't have the old ones. But if you go, can you ask? I also don't, like, that's going to be a hard email to send, like, hey, can you look through all of your cameras and see if you have any with around? When you go, can you do me a favor and, like, just kind of look? Because, like, it's so hard to describe, and I have a funny feeling, like, if I try to explain it, they're not going to get it, and then they're going to send me the wrong one, and it's going to be bad. So if you don't mind, can you take a look when you go? David Tavares says, nice to see you well. I have some spare 1507s and 450 mAh batteries. What build can I do with this? To be honest, David, 1507s are a motor that don't really do anything all that well. Like, the only thing that they really do well is, like, make a horrendous amount of power and hammer the hell out of your batteries for just a tiny little short period of time, and then they overheat. And they continue to kill your batteries, but they don't make, without the added side effect of a horrendous amount of power. So, like, I would actually just kind of try to get rid of those. I would throw those on Facebook Marketplace or FPV Exchange, get rid of them and buy a motor that's going to be a little bit better. 450 mAh batteries, I mean, it kind of depends on what they are. 1S, 2S, 3S, 4S, 5S, 6S. 450 mAh is kind of low. So it's going to be pretty kind of specific what you do with those, but yeah, it depends completely upon how many of the 450 mAh cells there are in each one of those batteries. So can't really speak to that, but yeah, 1507s are rough. I mean, like, if you want a rig that you can blip the throttle and it goes really fucking fast, like a 3-inch, you'd want to put like a 3-inch propeller on it. And it goes real fast for just a split second. That's about all you're going to be able to do with those 1507s. The other problem with them is they're very weak, so it's going to have to be a rig that you don't crash. So maybe like a drag racing rig, if you want to do something like that. Some people get a kick out of that. But if it were me, I would actually get rid of them. Mr. Blue Sky says, my Gore motors are on the way. Nice, you snagged a set or two before they went out. Very cool. You're going to dig them, man. Michael D says, I didn't drink alcohol for the holidays this year, just don't enjoy it anymore, or the way I feel the day after. Yeah, I typically don't. Did something just shut off? I feel like something just shut off. I typically don't drink, but sometimes when we had a Christmas party, and we got a handle of Prairie gin, and so like that's here, and when I'm in the kitchen, I look at it and I'm like, well, I might as well. And I love to have like a gin and tonic. But yeah, it's very, very rare. I almost never drink to get drunk anymore. It's the same kind of deal. I just feel like ass the next day. Monitorton says the bleeders 26,500 FPV. That's it. I put those in the Volvo. The Volvo whoop. What's the Volvo whoop? The Volvo whoop. Ramdango says 27,702. At Tiny Whoop still available? I think so. I think when I clicked on them, they said they were available. Michael D says, I got some Tiny Whoop 0802 30,000s from Mobula 7 HD, and she flies so much better with the extra power. Thinking about trying out some 1002s. So the 0802 30,000s, they will overheat way earlier than the 1002s. So if you're running into an issue where... So like, for example, if you're going to fly that Mobula 7 HD... if you're gonna like race it and like be into the throttle, the 1002s will be better. If you're gonna freestyle it and just blip the throttle and then like chill out and cruise around, blip the throttle, chill out, cruise around, those 0802 30,000s might be a better choice, because the whole rig is gonna be lighter, and especially if you're trying to fly it inside, that's gonna make a big difference. The 1002s are gonna be quite a bit heavier than the 802s. So yeah, it sort of depends on how you want to fly it. Those 0802 30,000s though, on the 1.6-inch Biblades, that's a real combo. That's the best. That was the best setup I ever had on the Mobula 7, non-HD. With the extra 4 grams from the HD0, that's going to change things. There's a chance that those 0802s are like always overheated. The way you're going to tell that is like if you take off and it feels... If you take off and for the first like 10 seconds it feels really sharp and poppy and locked in, and then for the rest of the battery it feels a little bit more sloppy, that means the motors are getting too hot. Unfortunately, with these tiny little motors, like landing and then touching the motor, usually it has cooled down by that point. So like we can't check motor temperatures on these Tiny Whoop motors like we can with the bigger motors, because the bell is so small, it just, I don't know, it just like cools off faster. It's kind of weird. So yeah, you got to go by like what the rig feels like. But that was my favorite combo, the EX 0802s, which are actually right here, on the Mobula 7 ELRS was pretty cool. It's still heavier than the Ultimate Freestyle Tiny Whoops, so I still didn't like it as much, but good lord, it made some serious power. And if it were a little bit more durable, it would be good as a bando basher, but they are not durable. For a 75mm rig that you're going to just crash the living hell out of, it needs to have 1.5mm motor shafts. The 1mm motor shafts are just not enough, and they just bend, and then you end up with jello. Brandon McBean says, "Yo, I'm back." Michael D says, "In the garbage. You don't have any spare. You don't have any spare bells." I do not. No, the Beta FPV 1102s. The failure point is always the motor shaft. So you never have any spare bells. You just have a ton of extra spare stators. And I already have a bunch of the spare stators, so there's just, yeah, I just throw the whole motor in the garbage at this point. Because the stators don't go bad. Like, once you have 2 spare stators, you're, like, good forever. Because the stators never really break, so, yeah. Michael D says, we're already at 1460, the red onesie fund, put the onesie on. Yeah, so we need a new gear fund. Let's do the easy one. Medicine Man Cometh Fund. This is the health insurance fund. we're going to dump it down to 0. Health insurance is roughly $100 a month for like something. So we'll do $1,200 and that'll kind of cover the whole year. And then I'll think up of a better fund at some point, and then this will just go away anyway. Bob Bruce says the 12-hour stream was awesome. Love it, man. Thank you. Michael D says 12-hour stream was the best part of this holiday. Thank you for doing it. You're certainly welcome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of I had a lot of plans of things that I was going to do, and I didn't do many of those plans, but we hung out, we talked some shit, and yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I didn't get to do a bag breakdown. I was really actually kind of looking forward to doing that, taking you guys through my entire bag and exactly what I brought out on a intercontinental gig. I didn't have a chance to do that. Maybe we'll do that on Friday. Maybe we'll do that on Sunday. I also wanted to finish the for sale glides, and I didn't even touch them. I to be honest, I just wasn't in the mood to do them, so we didn't. But they'll get done, and yeah, you guys can buy yourselves an after Christmas present with all the money that you got for Christmas, hopefully. So it'll get done, I swear. Steady Eddie says PayPal sent. I need the gangliest of gangles. Thank you, brother. Let me jump over here. There it is. $10 via PayPal. He says, Gangly gang, I need them. LOL, Edward Ashley. All right. You got it, my friend. Steady Eddie is getting 2 Gangly gang stickers. Where is the Sharpie? There it is. And I'm going to just write your name down on the back. Gotcha. All right, brother. Thank you, homie. You got 2 Gangly Gang stickers coming to you. The folks that got them on the 12-hour stream, those are going to be shipping as well. So stand by for them. And get in there. There we go. Michael D says, Steady Eddie, hopefully CiottiFPV doesn't read your address like he did mine during the 12-hour stream. Had to be there. Off Axis says, I'll look tomorrow. I'll grab a couple if they have them. Thank you, dude. To be honest, Off Axis is going to a store that might have the old school Runcam Nano 3 cameras with the better lens. In chat, like, if they have a bunch, I feel like he should snag them all, and then I can sell them to you guys here. But maybe nobody is interested in them. So type Runcam Nano into the chat if you would buy one of the old school, better lensed Runcam Nano 3 cameras, if Marcel can get them. If you have a Mobula 6, this is the camera that you want. They're only going to be like $20. I'll probably charge like $25 to cover the shipping on my side, right? Or maybe I'll hoard them and charge $100 each. All right, yeah, plenty of you guys. So, Off Axis, if they have them, buy every single one. Message me. I will PayPal you whatever it costs. I mean, if they have 100, maybe don't buy 100, but I will PayPal you for up to like 20 of the damn things. Yeah, okay. So Dingles will buy 4. So yeah. Off Axis, if you need me to PayPal you a bunch of money for those, if they have them tomorrow, and you know exactly how to tell, right? If you need me to show the lenses on the bench cam, I will. It's pretty obvious. It's a round lens versus a lens with raised things. Let me know if there's any doubt in your mind whatsoever. And I'll show it on the camera. Well, you know what? I should show it because there's at least one person in here that doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about right now. So when Runcam made the Nano 3, which is the camera that's in all of the Mobula 7s, and it's a great camera. It's arguably the best tiny whoop camera. It's super lightweight. It fits in this Modulus 6 canopy. When they first made that camera, they used this lens here, which is perfectly round. Come on, you jerk. Focus. Prick. Hold on. Let me manually focus this donkey raping shit eater. La 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 la. Come on, Logitech G-Hub. Why you gotta be so awful? Hold on. It still hasn't opened. Alright, forced autofocus. Stay focused there. Stay focused there. You jerk. Alright, the purple rig. Nah, it refuses. Wow, Logitech, you are just the goddamn worst. And the program just crashed. It's 4x3, the battery. Don't play this stupid fucking thing when it launches. Just work. Don't play this stupid goddamn animation. Look at this. Don't do this. Just start working, you jackass. People use these fucking cameras for live streams, you anus. Yeah, Michael D, it forced me to go to this G-Hub software. I had no options. Wow, it's just full blood. It just doesn't work. Wow, Logitech, I'm gonna burn you in a fire. Please. 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 Oh my god. You anus. Alright, well, this one here, wow, it's focusing even worse now. It's doing an even worse job. It only focuses on things that are flesh colored. There we go. So this is the original lens that RunCam put on it, and this lens is amazing. And it's perfectly round. See how it's perfectly round, the lens, around the outside, black plastic? That's the good one. And then the manufacturer of that lens went under with COVID, I think. During COVID, I should say. And then they had to switch lenses, and they switched to this lens with these little square pieces on the outside, and this lens is nowhere near as good. So if you can ever find RunCam Nano 3s without this lens, there's actually 3 versions of it, but yeah, the version 1 has this round lens, and it's so much better. So yeah, that's the one that you want. It is still not working. Wow. So I now officially cannot control my Logitech webcams. Come on, please. Focus back down here, you jackass. Come on. I can't. I just can't. I don't have it in me. Jason Black says bench cam fun. This is the C920, which like everybody says is the best of the small little webcams. So, you know, doesn't get any better than this. And I refuse. I just, it's not. Yeah, I do refuse to, but the way that I have this bench cam set up, like it has to be a lightweight, simple, small camera hanging off of there. It can't be like a DSLR. I just don't have a rig that'll work for that. So, yeah, I don't know. There are some better webcams from like Elgato, but they're like $200, and that's kind of insane. So yeah, I don't know. Michael D says, did you message Nick Burns to ask if he has the OG? I did. He said that he didn't. No, he wasn't. He didn't have any that he was willing to let go. He knows the difference. Ramdago says, like the idea, Dr. Felgis indoors. What's Dr. Felgis's? Dr. Felgis says, did you see the new wide-angle pinch camera Jesse is making? Love my Caddx Ant Light. I was actually supposed to, if I was able to, which I was not with the timing of the trip, I was supposed to go up to Colorado and join in on that live stream, making those cams. But with the timing of everything else, it was just, and I just kind of couldn't afford it either. Flights are not really all that cheap anymore. So yeah, but he talked to me about that a couple of months ago, and I'd said like, yeah, man, if I can make it up there, I certainly will if I can find a cheap flight. But then with the Los Cabos stuff, it was just too much. I didn't want to spend my entire Christmas holiday jet setting around the world. So yeah, it didn't work out, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting. The pinch cam, I am going to be doing a tiny whoop order at some point here, and I am going to snag another pinch cam. And I'm going to put foam under it this time and see if I like it better than this Runcam Nano 3. But I got to be honest, man, the Runcam Nano 3 in this canopy is extremely lightweight, and it's a really good camera. So I'm kind of pretty happy with it. It'll take an awful lot to convince me otherwise. It's the right field of view. I don't necessarily love the super wide field of view. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying, but I have a feeling I'll end up staying with this. This is just a really good camera and canopy combo. The only thing I don't like about this, I like it, but I don't like it. I like that the camera up tilt is adjustable, but I don't like that it doesn't hold the camera up tilt. So it's this weird like double-edged sword. The pinch cam, you can buy the mount that has the up tilt that you want. So you buy a mount that's like 20 degrees up tilt and you're good to go. You're locked in at that up tilt all the time. I love that. But yeah, this mount is just super durable, and you can fit the antenna, the True RC Singularity antenna up inside this mount. So yeah, I've had the pinch cam before, and it was all right. It was not durable on the old mount that just held the bottom of the damn thing. The pound mount is a different story. The pound mount looks a lot better. The only thing I'm worried about is the camera slamming into the AIO and breaking the AIO. But apparently if you just put a piece of foam in between them, it fixes that issue. So yeah, I'm going to try the pinch cam and the wide angle pinch cam, and we'll see. Maybe I end up switching cameras. David Tavares says, sorry I didn't specify a lot of my last question. I have those 1507s. They are T-motor 3800 kV. I was thinking of building something like an Apex 3-inch or 5-inch toothpick, but maybe I'm dreaming. 5-inch, definitely not. 1507 is nowhere near enough stator volume for a 5-inch. On an Apex 3-inch, the big problem that you're going to have is that those 1507s are going to break constantly. They only have a 1.5 millimeter motor shaft, and oh wait, no. They have if they're T-motor, they have a 2 millimeter motor shaft, but that's still way too thin. The Apex 3-inch is a very, very, very heavy frame. So like every other crash, every third crash, you're gonna end up blowing up a motor, and it's just gonna get old fast. And they're gonna overheat. Those motors are gonna overheat really bad on that heavier frame. So yeah, I would definitely not recommend it unless you're just not going to crash it. If you're not going to crash it and you're not going to fly it hard, then yeah, you can do it. Otherwise, I would get rid of them. There are so many better motors. When you're looking at motor sizing, you want the stator height to be 1/3 to 1/4 of the stator width. So like a 2207, for example, 7 is the height, 22 is the width. 7, 14, 21. So the height is roughly 1/3 of the width, right? 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 is 21. That's pretty much 22. 2207. 1507, 7 plus 7 is 14, call it 15. That is a ratio of 1/2. The height is, or the width, yeah, the height is 1/2 of the width. That is a motor that is too tall. And when the motor is too tall, it makes more power than it is able to cool. The width of the stator bell collects more air coming down through the propeller. So a motor that's too narrow or too tall is not wide enough to collect enough air to keep cool. And one of the things that hurts motors the most is heat. Magnets hate getting hot. So the motors overheat, they lose a ton of efficiency, and they can even just let go. Like they can even just cook a winding, or the shaft can slip in the bell, and the propeller can just fall off. There's all kinds of bad things that can happen from motors overheating. So yeah, the 1507 size is just a bad size. Any 1408, 1407, these are all bad motor sizes. They are too tall, and they are not wide enough to stay cool under any kind of actual use. So you end up with a motor where you have to just kind of like limp it around, and then like you can do like a quick throttle burst, but it's going to overheat immediately. You got to blip the throttle and come right the hell off of it. The other problem is that they only have a 2mm motor shaft, so they're just going to be weak. So if you crash into stuff, they're not going to survive very well, especially on the Apex 3-inch, which is a very, very, very heavy frame. If you were to put them on pair them up with 5-inch propellers, they would just overheat all the time, because 5-inch propellers are going to be really draggy. Even the low pitch ones, they're going to be much more draggy than a 3-inch propeller. So yeah, 1507 is just kind of a bad motor size, to be totally honest. 3-4 years ago, before any of the manufacturers paid attention to any of us that were actually testing micro parts, they just kept making motors taller and taller and taller and taller without thinking about this. They didn't have pilots flying them. They were just, all aboard the hype train. Look, more power. That's what everybody wants, more power. And then you'd get them up in the air and they would just be a mess. So yeah, 1507 is just not a good motor size. You always want a ratio of 1:3, 1:4, or even 1:5. It kind of depends. The wider you go in relation to the height, the wider you go, the cooler the motor is going to stay. And the cooler the motor stays, the more consistent that motor is. When you add throttle, if the motor is nice and cool, you're going to get the same amount of power every single time. So as you shrink the width of the stator size, you've got a motor that's going to get hotter quicker. So like Cinewhoops, for example, all that matters with those is the maximum amount of just like control and reliability and just repeatability. So they tend to go with really wide motors. Also, Cinewhoops are carrying a lot of weight for a 3-inch or a 3.5-inch propeller. So you need that wider motor because you're trying to pick up a really heavy 120, 30, 40, 50 gram camera with a 3-inch prop. So yeah, you'll see like 2004s, 2104s, really wide motors like that because we want to keep them cool. And have that consistency to the motor. Freestyle rigs, you'll see like 2207s, 2306s. This is one of the things that really separates the 2207s and the 2306 in my opinion. 2207 is roughly a ratio of 1:3. 2306 is closer to a ratio of 1:4. No, it's almost exactly a ratio of 1:4. So a 2306, it actually makes a little bit less power, but it stays a lot cooler, so it's much more consistent. A 2207 makes more power, but it's less consistent, so you can hurl yourself up into the clouds and achieve like higher top speeds, but the motor's going to get hotter quicker, and so you lose a little bit of consistency. So if you're trying to shoot tiny little gaps and fly like very, very, very technical, The 2306 is a motor that's going to be a little bit more consistent than the 2207. It's also easier on your batteries and shit like that. When the magnets get hot, they lose efficiency, but they still keep eating up all the same amount of power. So with a 2207, you can really hammer on your battery, and the initially, like when the motor is cool, you'll get a lot more power than a 2306. But if you stay in the throttle hard and heat that motor up, you'll only have the same amount of power as a 2306 before you know it, but it'll be eating extra amps and killing your batteries a lot quicker. So I also don't like 2207s because they're heavier than 2306s. And the lighter the motor, the more just, yeah, the rig is lighter, it crashes better, there's less moment of inertia on the ends of the arms, so the PID loop doesn't have to work as hard. There's a lot of benefits. The battery says I'll buy 2 or more. Yeah, so you guys are super interested in it. Very cool. In the Runcam Nano, if we can find them with the round lens. Marcel says I'll look tomorrow. Grab a couple if they have them. Thank you, brother. Michael D said, we got that? I'm behind. Here we go. Z Kurzal is in the chat. What's up, Z? How are you, brother? He says, hold your hand up so that it blocks out the light, then remove it quickly. Will that help it to focus better? I'll try that next time. It's being a jerk. Ramdanko says, 65X Cockroach is next to fly with Ant, and 30,000 0802EX X12 board is heavy at 5.1, so it could be for jungle gyms, maybe Dr. Felgis, but could well be terrible. What was Dr. Felgis talking? Oh, he's talking about the lens. Okay. Weeblade says, hello! What's up, Zotek? How are you, brother? And then Michael Blade says, happy Wednesday. Indeed it is! Why is my nose so itchy? Stop itching, nose. Very annoying. Alright. Let me drop this AIO in here, and then we'll do a little bit of motor testing. We'll test some of these wacky motors to see what we can learn here. We might not learn anything. These 1102s on a 1.2 inch prop, that's kind of weird. I don't know if you would ever do that, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of curious if I've yet to have a motor that benefits from the 1.2 inch Biblades. The 702s and the 802s, even the low KV 802s, I don't know what it is, man. They love the Biblades and they just don't love the tri and quad blades. The tri blades were alright. The T-motor tri blades were kind of okay. But yeah, the quad blades, they did not perform well. So I'm just at this point kind of hell-bent on finding a motor that makes more power with the 1.2 inch quad blades than the buys and tries. So let's see if we can finally do that. I can't possibly imagine that we won't do it here. The 0803 has a shitload of extra stator volume. Think about that. 0802 versus 0803. When something that you want to remember is to think in percentages, right? Like when you've got a motor with 2 millimeters of stator height and you go up to a motor with 3 millimeters of stator height, that's 50% more stator height. This is why like a 1303 versus a 1204. The 1204 makes tons more power because it's either a 25% or a 33% increase, which is a ton, versus 12 versus 13, which is like an 8% increase in stator width. So yeah, always keep that in mind. When we're talking about smaller stator heights, 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters, it's a humongous difference by just adding that one extra millimeter because, again, you got to think of it in terms of percentage. I guess I don't need the camera on here. I might as well throw it on. Because I am going to leave this rig put together. And... damn it. Forgot to plug the camera in. I am going to leave this rig together. And I'm going to put the EX0802 30,000 kV motors on it. And we're going to have a mega powered 65 millimeter tiny whoop that we can just kind of fart around with. I really dig the 0702s. Those are by far my favorites. But it's nice to sometimes kind of show you guys like, hey, here's what you get from the 802s. But the KV is really the KV is where we get the most power on these tiny whoops. These little tiny propellers, they love KV, man. They love the RPM. And like 0802, 0702 is almost certainly the right size for these little 1.2 inch propellers. So we don't really need to play around too much with like stator size. It's just, it becomes a game of like who's got the highest KV motors. And at the moment, it's Tiny Whoop and We Bleed FPV. Although there is the Babito motor is a very high KV, but it's just absurdly expensive. I don't know. Have you guys heard anything about it? Is it good? I think it's made by. It looks like it's made by RC and Power, which is a good thing. I don't know. It's just crazy expensive. Man, my nose is fucking killing me. I've got the triple dive gate set up upstairs, so we're gonna visit that in a little bit here. I've got 7 charged batteries, but let's do a little science first. Let's do some motor testing first, and then we'll do some flying, and then we can all get back to doing absolutely nothing with our lives. Until next week, and then back to reality. Know what I'm saying? David Tafari says, oh, well, I'm going to sell them. Thanks for your help. Awesome, dude. Sell the shit out of those. I've played that game too, David. It's like, well, I have them. How bad could they be? In this case, pretty bad. Like, if it wasn't quite so bad, I would tell you, like, hey, build this. And I gave you, like, the one situation where they will work. It's such a specific situation, though. And even in that situation, there are much better motors out there. 1507s were kind of a little flash in the pan thing. At the time, 3-4 years ago, they were great when it was our only option. But man, there are so many other options now that are so much better that, like, I can't in good consciousness put you on this path of suffering. And the reason why is, like, I spent probably 100+ hours trying to get 1507s to work right back in the days of the Oh My God Acrobrat. Like 4 or 5 or 6 different sets of 1507s from all different manufacturers, and it was just a mess. And like, as soon as like the 2004s and the 1804s and some of these other motors came out, it was a complete revelation, and it really changed drastically the flight performance that we could get out of micros. And I just can't put someone else back onto that really painful path that I was sort of on back then. Especially when, like, somebody will buy them, you know? Like, straight up, somebody will certainly buy those. You're not going to get a ton of money for them, but somebody will absolutely buy them. Unfortunately, there are still a whole bunch of manufacturers that make Cinewhoops with 1507s. It's really shameful and incredibly frustrating. I think Rotor Riot still makes them, but I want to say that last time I looked, they had finally switched over to like a 2004 or 2104. But up until very recently, Rotor Riot was still putting 1507s on their Cinewhoops. And And, like, that really pissed me off because, like, they've got a lot of pilots that work for them, and, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they fly, just not well. And it's like, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think they have any cinematic pilots working for them, right? Like, all their pilots are freestyle. So I guess I get it, but I don't know. Like, I expected better, I think, from them. Like, you know, they should have their ear to the ground. They should know, because the switch happened like over a year ago, and yeah, like it was, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, if they don't have cinematic pilots, if they're not flying the rigs, if they're not paying it, then they're probably also not paying attention to that crowd, and yeah, how would they know? So, man, I'm having some sort of an allergy issue. I know it's going to be bright red by the end of the live stream. Michael D says, hey, CiottiFPV, I found a Bardo clip from 1 year ago. PSA, the Runcam Nano 3 has 3 versions. It does have 3 versions. You can tell the other 2 versions by in the corners if there are holes drilled. But to be honest, there 2 of the versions, there's only one of them that there's a lot of. Like the very first version, there's a couple YouTube videos on it actually. But yeah, the very first version with the good lens, they didn't make many of. The second version they made fucking tons of. And then there's some weirdo version that they haven't made many of, where there are no holes in the corners. Ethan W says, Bubby and Vanover are cinematic pilots. Yeah, I didn't want to throw anybody under the bus, but yeah, they are. And that's kind of why I was upset, because yeah, they should know better. But I don't know, maybe they're just so good as pilots that it doesn't matter, and I just suck, and I need my gear to work properly. But even if that's the case, gear that works better is going to make the best pilot in the world even better. And, like, why wouldn't you want that? So, yeah, like, me being a shitty pilot, I don't think that really matters, because gear that obviously works quite a bit better. And, like, the difference is, it's not like a 1% or 2% difference. It's a big deal. Like, anybody who has been down that path will tell you, like, it is a really, really, really big deal. So, yeah, I don't know. Frustrating. All right, let me get these motors spinning in the right directions. Props out. Oh, come on now. Out. No. I was going to say, there's no way they're all right. Motor 4 needs to get reversed. I'm not going to show you guys this. I'm just reversing the motor directions. 4, reverse. It was already reversed. Change it to normal. There we go. 1. It's good. 2 is good. 3 is good. All right, cool. We all set. All right, I'm gonna leave beta flight opened. Michael Blade says happy Wednesday. I think I already read that. Okay, so our little test rig is ready to go. I'm not going to do this testing on camera because the power supply is over here. It's just, there's just no reason. I'm just going to read the numbers out to you. And if you don't believe me, you can go to hell. I got no reason to lie. I've got nothing invested in this testing. All right, let's get some of these batteries unplugged from the charger here. So I can put this out of the way. All right, cool. So my test setup is just a little scale, and then I put this little piece of grippy on here so the rig doesn't move around. and then I put the rig straight flat down on it. I put it into turtle mode. I flip the props upside down, and I just jam the stick to the corners on turtle mode to spin one motor up at a time, and it pushes down on the scale. It reads out a number. It's not a thrust stand, but man, it works really decent. It worked really, really well for the propeller testing. It's admittedly not going to work as well for this motor testing, but I think we're going to see such a big difference in these motors that I think it'll net some decent results. If not, then, you know, whatever. It's not going to give, like, yeah, you're not going to be buying motors based on this. This is like broad strokes kind of testing here to see roughly what the thrust difference is between these big stator volume motors and our more standard 702, 802s. And this is also going to show us like the difference in the difference that KV makes, because these what we typically see with these tiny whoop motors is that if you get a bunch of stator volume, the KV goes down really low, and 2S is really not a good option because the weight goes bananas. So yeah, it is what it is, my friends. This is going to be great, I promise. All right, so now I got to get these motors on these propellers on upside down, but still facing in the right direction. So that one's correct. Upside down. The difference in thrust with these propellers upside down versus right side up is absurd. They make like a third of the thrust when you spin them backwards, basically in turtle mode. It's wild. I never expected it to be that drastic, but it makes a lot of sense. Come on now, get on there. All right. Man, I shouldn't have been doing cocaine all day. My nose is so itchy. This hasn't happened to me in a while. Michael D says, during the live stream, it was cool to see Glow when you were talking about the Ronin 4D rig. You had such a big smile on your face. Yeah, that thing was so fucking fun to run. I miss being... I mean, FPV is kind of like the most unbelievable form of being a camera person. Man, I almost just put 4S into this rig. That would have been a mess. I'm going to run this power supply at 4.1 volts. That's what I was doing all the other testing at. It's kind of like a good round number. The battery has sagged down a little bit. And, yeah. All right, no, it wouldn't have... It was off. All right, so we would have been okay. But yeah, I love being behind the camera. It's just a hard gig to get, man. There are not many people that get paid to run a camera. But I always really enjoyed it in college. It was one of the things that I was super excited about when I got my degree in TV radio. But then when I quickly realized that I was going to need to move to New York, I was just like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. I have no interest in that. So, went down a different path, which was totally fine. I've had a great life. Very lucky to have held the jobs that I've held and done the things that I've done. All right, just getting this thing sat down here on the scale, nice and even. All right, and then I need a transmitter. And that's about it. Chat, I'm gonna rely on you guys to write some of these numbers down so that we can kind of keep track of them. If Kiz was here, I would bug him to add this to the spreadsheet, but I don't think I've seen him in the chat, which is fine. We'll be all right. Hold on now. I have a whole bunch of propellers sitting over here, and I think they're going to get blown the hell away if I start firing this thing up. So give me 1 second. Let me just put these props away real quick here. Got some 1.6-inch dry blades for the 1.5mm shafts. And then we got, man, I am so goddamn itchy. What is happening? This is for 1mm shaft. All right, so there are the 1.6s. Here are the 1mm shaft 1.6s. I meant to do this before the stream, but I just ran out of time. Okay, so that's good. And then we got some 1.2-inch tri-blades. Put these guys away. And then we've got just an absolute ass load of 1.2-inch Biblades. Just an absurd amount of them. No idea why I have so many. All right, and then I'm going to add the newbie drone venoms into here. Okay, cool. I've even got a little container. God damn it! Of prototype quad blades. Cool. There we go. All right. Now there won't be a hurricane of propellers over there when I start the testing. All right, so I'm gonna do these all on Biblades to get me started, and then these bigger motors we're gonna move up to. I'm just gonna go straight to quad blades. So Biblades first. Motor number 1 is a Happy Model Tiny Whoop 0802 30,000 kV. Jason Black, I would say like 30 is probably too much in a day. So somebody write this down, because you're gonna then copy and paste it in the chat. Motor 1, 0802 30,000. Motor 2, 0803 16,000. Motor 3, 1102 19,000. Motor 4, 702 26,000 kV. Let's see. Turn the voltage down a little bit. Come on now. Boot. Boot, you bastard. Boot! Please! Just boot! Oh, it was so close that time. Come on. Come on, please. It's so close. Come on. Come on, man. You can do this. Come on, man! It's this one AIO. This one AIO is... Oh, come on. It was there. Hey! Ah! Oh, come on! Can't you just... Please? I turned it all the way up to 4.5 volts there. damn you. It just doesn't like this toolkit power supply for some reason. God damn it, come on, man. Just work. 4.4 volts, here, go. You're so close, just go. Go all the way. Come on. See that? Patience. Pays off every time.
RSSI low. Low battery.
Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Oh, it's on ounces. Hold on. Oh, shit. The motors are just twitching. That's weird. Oh, it ain't happy. Something ain't right. Oh, boy. Something ain't right. Oh, it's on 4.4 volts. No. There we go. Now it's at 4.1. There we go. Okay, wow. It did not like being at 4.4 volts. All right, here we go. Here we go. So, motor 1, 0802 30,000 on a Biblade, Gemfan Biblade. 30.7. Motor 2, 0803 16,000. Make sure the scale is zeroed. Motor 2, here we go. 17.5. It's all about kV, friends. Motor 3, 1102 19,000. 19.7. Ooh, yikes. Motor 4, 0702 26,000. 25.5. So, somebody write those down. I'm gonna hit it one more time. Yeah, I thought it booted up better on the low voltage too, but it was not today. So somebody write these down. Ready? I'm gonna retest them real quick. Good lord. 30.8. 17.4. 19.3. 25.8. 0802 30,000 kV was the first motor. 0803 16. I already told you guys what the motors are. Somebody should have those written down. I'm not gonna power the. I have to power the rig down. I can't let it sit here banging away on the ELRS, getting hot. I'm gonna switch 2 of these motors to. It's basically hair dryer motors marked up 3,000%. I'm gonna switch these 2 big stator volume low kV motors to the Gemfan Quadblades, which are the most pitchy of the Quadblades, and I need high left. They are 12, 20. So I need 2 high left Gemfan Quadblades. Where are you at? Oop, there's another one. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So we're just going to retest motors 2 and 3. Motor 2 is an 0803, 16,000. Motor 3 is an 1102, 19,000. I am really looking forward to seeing which one of these motors. This is going to be a really interesting test because the 0803 16,000 kV has more stator volume. We can use the while this thing is struggling to boot up, we'll fire up the Google volume of a cylinder calculator, and I'll show you the difference in stator volume. Because, yeah, you would think that the 1102, when you look at the 1102, you're like, oh, yeah, that's a bigger motor, but it's not. The 803 is a bigger motor. Okay, so There we go. Let's get this thing back on the thrust stand. I can't do air quotes right now, but I'm doing air quotes in my head. Ah, come on. Sit flat on there, you bastard. Let me run these. Oh, fuck. Run these wires off to the side. There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll give this 20 minutes to actually start here. Volume of a cylinder. So, radius, which is half of the diameter. We're going to do the 803 first, so the radius is 4 because the diameter is 8. And then height is 3. 150.8. And then the 1103 is 5.5. And then 2 high. Hold on. What? Oh, it was so close on that one. 190. I could have been wrong. Radius of 11 is 5.5, right? And then 02, 190. And then 08, which is 04, 03. I'll be damned. The 1102 has more, quite a bit more. Huh. Shows how much I know. It's not, when you think of like the percentages, it's not quite right because we got the pi r squared shit going on. So you got to be careful. That's why I wanted to do this. Actually, that's why I wanted to get into the to the volume of a cylinder calculator. All right, so yeah, the 1102 has a lot more stator volume. I was wrong. That sucks because the 1102 is a higher kV. So this 0803 is completely hopeless on 1S at least. I don't even think you can buy this motor anymore, though. Come on, man. You can do it. Just work. I'm going to bump it up to 4.4 volts again. Come on. Come on. I don't want to leave this at 4.4 volts for too long. Boot, you jerk. Come on. Boot. Boot. Please. Oh, Michael D, good idea. Use the fan. We tried at the lower voltages. It was really struggling at the lower voltages a minute ago, though. Yeah, it's not liking the lower voltages today. Crank it up to 4.4 again. That's where it worked last time. This AIO is kind of fucked anyway. Come on. Come on. Please. Please. Come on. I try 4.5 volts. Oh. The power supply is bouncing the voltage all around. I wish it wouldn't. I went through the settings last time we did this and I tried to change any settings that would prevent that. Please. 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 Come on. Come on. You booted a minute ago. Just do it again. I just want to do one more test. I just want to test these two. 4.5. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, God. Alright, hold on. I'm going to go through the settings again. No, that's USB output. Step voltage, no. Step current, no. Curve time, 0.2 of a second. Let's move the curve time up to 1 second. I think I played this game last time and it didn't help, but let's just try it. That doesn't help. For fuck's sake, Larry. Lowest input 10 volts, safe temperature, nope. Backlight, nope. Beep, language, nope. Theme style, white. No, there aren't many settings on this thing. Move that curve up to 2 seconds. See if that helps. Nope! Damn it! Come on, man! Move that curve back down. 0.1 second. The step current, step voltage, that just changes the it won't help. There aren't many settings on this thing. Did you try turning it off again? Now I did. Come on, you filthy whore. Boot! Boot! Here's the thing that the stator volume calculator does not tell you. Is the stator height adds more power than the stator width. Because the vertical part of the windings is the only part of the winding that does any actual work. So even though we looked this up, and the 1102 stator volume, there's much more volume in that cylinder. 803s make really good power. So if this damn thing boots, we might be surprised by the power that the 803 makes. But I kind of don't think it's going to boot. I now have it up at 4.5 volts. Scary. 4.6. Fuck. Oh. 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 I can't leave it at 4.6. It's too much. What if I move it around? It doesn't help. Makes it worse. 3.6. 3.7. Is there a magic number in here? Power supply, stop bouncing the voltage around, you idiot! Give it steady voltage, you dick! $3.8. It's getting close. $3.9. What's this power supply? This power supply is just being stupid. Just feed it 3.9 volts and it'll boot, you jackass. Stop bouncing the fucking volt. It's bouncing the voltage from like 2 volts down to 4. So close. I just want to do a little science. Still using the gator clips as a power side. I'm still using the gator clips. I mess with the gator clips. Maybe that's got something to do with it. No. It's such a small amount of voltage that I don't think the gator clips have anything to do with it. You never know, but I'm kind of moving around and the gator clips is not having anything to do with it. Man. I'm not taking these motors off and putting them on another rig. If this doesn't work, we're just going to whoop around the house and then I'm going to shut this shit down. It's 9:45 already. God damn it. 661 says it needs a capacitor. I got so close. Let me. I can probably squeeze a capacitor in between the gator clips. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, no. Ooh, I got this. It's a good theory. I have something. This is negative. Put that in there. Get in there. Okay. This is positive. Okay. Okay, it's got a capacitor. God damn it. Come on. Come on. 4.3. Let's go down. It was doing good at like 3.9. 3.8. 4.4. God damn it.
Telemetry recovered. Low battery.
There. Nobody breathe. Nobody breathe. Here we go. Here we go. 803, 16,000 with a Gemfan quad blade. Shit. Nope. Ready? 20.5. How disappointing. 1103, 19, 1102, 19,000 kV. Uh-oh. 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 I think it blew up. Oh, it's at 4.3 volts too. Can't be at 4.3. It's got to be at 4.1. Oh, that was the problem. I got to retest this one. Forget that number. Here we go. 803, 16,000. 18.5. How disappointing. 1102, 19,000. 20.5. Man, it's just all that matters is KV. All that matters is KV. All right, enough science. Jesus. What a colossal pain in the ass. Yeah, KV is all that matters, man. These I don't know. I mean, these are the 1.2-inch props. But see, man, like, all of the testing that I've done with these tiny whoops, like, no, it's a Mobula 6 ELRS board. All the testing I've done, the stator size, like, I don't know, man. I've not been impressed at all with 1102s, 803s. Like 802s and 702s have been just amazing, and then the other sizes, like, and what it might be is that there are only a couple 1102s that exist. There's only a couple of 803s that exist. So maybe they're just poorly made. Yeah. I don't know. But there you go. There's some more motor testing. 803s, 1102s, super disappointing. Yeah. I mean, this was a little bit of a weird test because we're testing these bigger stator volume motors on smaller propellers. They're really meant for the 1.6-inch propellers. But I don't have a 75 millimeter motor-to-motor 1.6-inch propped frame that will sit flat on this scale to be able to do this testing. So that's not true. I have the Cockroach 75 frame. So I guess next time we'll use that. I'm going to leave the scale out. I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting about the fact that the Cockroach frame sits flat. Yeah, all right. So that's what we're going to do next time. Let me get the Cockroach frame out so that I can remember. Because this is like 3 times in a row now that I've forgotten that. So I'm going to leave it out here. I'm going to put the scale up on top of it. And I want to test a bunch of these 1.6-inch propellers. So yeah, next time we're going to do that. Next time we're going to test 1.6-inch stuff. But what we just learned for sure, which I already knew, is that for 1.2-inch propellers, KV is everything. 0702s, 0802s, the end. There's no reason to go any bigger than an 802 on a 1.2-inch prop, which we already knew. But it's kind of nice to, I'm going to tell myself that it's kind of nice to confirm that. Tiny Whoop 0702 30,000 kV rig. We Bleed FPV rig that's on prototype props that I can't show you on 702 28,500s. Time to fry some freestyle, friends. I've got the big triple cube dive gap upstairs set up. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna call up some Epidemic Sounds for us, and we're gonna do a little bit of flying to round up this live stream. Again, this is your week to do absolutely nothing. My motivation level is at an all-time low. But thanks for hanging out anyway. Hopefully you're doing nothing right along with me.
Low battery.
Because this is your week, man. This is your week. to just shit your... I mean, The Arcade by Low 5 I'm gonna play it through the speakers so I can hear it. Goggles would help, wouldn't they? Here we go. Low KV motors on more draggy prototype propellers first. You guys got me? You guys got me. Place is kind of a mess. Hey, look at it. Oh, don't! This is my favorite present from Christmas from Maggie. This is a really nice steering wheel for the T300. Alcantara. It's like a proper Sparco wheel, 330 millimeters. Ah. Oh boy. It's cold down here. I think the chimney is blocked, so I haven't been running the fireplace. Easy, 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 easy. All right, let's just hit the reset button here. Uh-oh. I hate this song. This song can go to hell. Hold on. There we go. Hopefully this one's better. All right. Let's play with this triple gate. Oh, boy. I love when I get in there and come out with my life. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get off of there. Nope. Oh, I tried a cheeky little throw into it. Oh! What was that about? Uh-oh. Ah! I'm all mixed up. There we go.
20 seconds.
Alright, let's just chill for a minute. Let's just chill. We don't have to hit all the tricks all at once. Let's just get some flying in here. Go for the impossible. Oh boy, fan perch.
10.
Shut up. Don't tell me what to do. Ah! Oh boy. Rough night of flying. Oh, battery. Oh boy. We're backing down the stairs, friends. Oh god, we're backing all the way down the stairs. Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes. Alright, let's just, hold on. Let me go over to the Biblade rig. This rig's on these prototype props. I'm not used to it. Let's move over to the rig on the Biblades. I'm a little bit more used to that one. Try to get in the groove here. British Baked Beans moves over to ELRX 3 point whatever. Apparently I'm gonna love the D modes. D500 is amazing how good it is. What's the deal with that? Stop beeping, Goggles! God damn you! Fucking hell! Why do you do that? Oh, because the battery's dead. Hold on. Why do you hate me, Goggles? Oh, right. Because I hated you right back. Got it. I'm the problem. User error. Here we go. Back in it. Goggles are back on. What are the D? What's the D? What's the deal with the D? Here we go! Rig I'm more familiar with. Wiggle around the room a little bit. Do a little bit of wiggling. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh God, what's happening? Alright, let's just fly. Just gonna fly. We don't have to hit all the tricks all at once. Let's just chill. Let's get some flow. Oh my God, why? No, no, no. Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's a walk of shame, friends. That's the walk of shame. You're back. Okay. Back. LQ is locked at 100. What? Deja vu. 1000 hertz pulls ahead. What? I don't know what any of those words mean. It sounds interesting though. Was it less latency, it sounds like? The power that this rig has
20
on
seconds.
these 0702 30,000s is obnoxious. God damn it, I'm like catching the edges of everything. I think my lovely lady went to sleep. Ooh! Got lucky on that one, not gonna lie.
10, 9, 8,
Alright, let's get
7,
a wall ride going. Oh, I love that. I love that little wall ride to yoink away. Okay, here we go.
Three, 2,
Ooh!
1. Timer 1 up.
Oh my God. Oh. Yo! Oh, really? That was out of bounds. See that little bobble at the top of the flip? This rig's doing it again. I think it's a fat shit in the bed, to be honest. See it? Air mode's on and everything. Well, let's turn this. Let's make sure air mode's on. Air mode really is on. Oh my God, that's gonna be a hard hit. Yeah, it is. No, 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 don't hit that. What are you doing? Oh, battery's going. Oh! Not in the zone tonight. All right, let's keep going now. Let's keep it going now. A little bit more abuse. 10:02, look at that. We did a live stream.
Telemetry.
Was not my best, but we hung out.
Low battery.
And that's what's important, friends. Hanging out with the people that you care about. Oh shit! I gotta be really honest. That was pretty dope. Now we're in it. Whoa! No, no, no! Wow, that was pretty. That was pretty awful. Ooh. real bad. That was just the dumbest crash ever. There she is. Oh, she was in the bathroom. I see. Trying to do a big power loop into the... Oh man, look at it getting all wobbly. Oh, I got away with that one. Nope, not quite right. Oh, no, no. Come on. Yeah, I was on fucking fire during the live stream. Holy shit, I've never flown tiny whoops as good in my life as I did that night. Oh god, why? Where's she going? Where's she going? Her office? She going to that office? Oh shit. Oh my god. Let's get out of there. That's like her safe zone. I'm infiltrating it. Oh, the kids are calling it nowadays. Hey-oh! Oh my god! Oh, that was vicious. Ah. Oh, 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 up, up. All's well. Oh no! Man, I'm flying like a goddamn trained ape tonight. And one that's not been trained very well. Oh! Why did I just bash into the wall for no reason? I'm getting a lot of breakup too. What's going on with that? Oh my god! Why am I able to do stuff down here but not upstairs? Okay, why did I say that out loud? Oh no! Oh no. Alright, now it's still flying like a monkey. Thanks. Oh, come on, man! Hook me up! Let me just sneak through some of these gaps without crashing constantly, please! Oh, why the wires? Why the wires? Oh no! Some nights you got it. Some nights you don't. Woo! Oh! It was great for a second. That was kind of tasty. So was that. No! I feel like every day since that 12-hour live stream, I feel like I've been hungover. I feel like my whole world is hungover right now. Oh my god, and I'm certainly flying like it. No! No, no, no! Low battery, good. One more. We're gonna do one more and then we're gonna shut it down. Oh!
Telemetry lost.
You can feel the LQ. That's interesting. I don't know what that means, but I like it. We're gonna keep abusing this same rig. Nah, let's go to the other rig. I'm still trying to feel, really feel the difference between these prototype propellers and the Gemfan buys. Like, I can definitely feel something, but I'm just not totally sure what it is. And, yeah, I'm trying to just kind of figure that out. Alright, a little bit of music for you. Let's fly one more battery. And then we can all go relax, myself included. Oof. Ah. This battery is hurting. Hurting for a squirt, and I wonder if this is the squirty battery. Oh no. I Can't believe I recovered from that. What am I doing? Why am I flying like this? Flying all slow and deliberate? It's just how these prototype props are making me fly right now, I think. I don't get it. Can I fit under there? Nope. Oh boy. Tell me I'm not stuck under here. Tell me that I'm not stuck under the cutting board. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm stuck under the cutting board. Are you kidding me? No, we're good. We're good. Oh no. Maggie's coming. Maggie's coming. She helped me. She helps. Yay! Thank you! That's one. Get you one that'll help you when you're stuck under the cutting board, friends. Oh, fart! How did I get stuck? There. That was a weird... Put gates up here or something. Although I know that the signal goes to shit for you guys when I'm up there. These prototype props are definitely slower than the Biblades. That's the big thing that I'm noticing. I'm just gonna tell you guys, these are tri-blades. Oh fuck. You didn't hear that from me, though. Get the fuck out of here. If I'd hit that, I would have just shut the stream off immediately. I would have screamed real loud and just shut the stream off. That is the hardest... Oh, fucking come on. That is the hardest power loop on Earth. The Biblades just glide through the air more quickly. It's I don't really understand it, but yeah. Oh, what a funny little stall that was. Oh, that was just lazy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where am I? Where am I? Oh god, where am I? It's dark, I'm scared. Where is it? Where'd you go, little buddy? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. You guys like that little takeoff? Or not? Oh, that was just... I don't know why I went for that. It wasn't lined up right. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh no! Oh, guys. What the shit? This is painful. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh. Oh god. Oh, I'm so bad all of a sudden. Oh, everything is bad. Everything is bad. The battery's low, thank god. That's my crutch. All right. That was embarrassing. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. But hopefully you guys got a kick out of it. Maybe I'm a little drunk. I don't know. I'm not. I had one gin and tonic. I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Some days you eat the bear. Some days the bar eats you. Oh my god. Thanks for hanging out, friends. Sorry this live stream sucked a bag of dicks. Nah, we did some testing. We listened to the Tiny Whoop play the Song of Our People 7,000 goddamn times. And now we're gonna go and just not do anything. I'm gonna play some Minecraft with Felix. So, and I'm gonna put these batteries back in my little Weebleed FPV battery box thing. So, yeah. Take care of yourselves. Take it easy this week. You have my permission. If your boss is getting pissy at you, just be like, look, motherfucker. Go to CiottiFPV.com and blow me. And I'll tell you. Jason Black says maybe you have an allergy to gin. I don't think so. I was drinking gin the other night. I was fine. I drink a decent amount of gin. Thanks for hanging, friends. What is this music? I like it. But I'm going to turn it off. I'll see you guys Friday at 7 o'clock. And next week, Whoop Wednesday will be at its regularly scheduled time, 6 p.m. Eastern. My name's Aaron Ciotti, and I flew like a bag of smashed bum-bums tonight. Gangly Gang stickers are available for $5. PayPal me, CiottiFPV.com. There's a PayPal link. Put your address in. Say, yo, I want Gangly Gang stickers. $5 for one, $10 for two. I'll throw in some extra stickers. Make it worth your while. Enjoy yourselves this week, people. Just chill. This is your week to do nothing. Be a couch. Let me find some... I'll play this. Play a little bit of this. A little bit of Zen Garden Tiny Whoopin'. Enjoy, friends. Love you! Bye-bye. Not yet. Oh, nice and peaceful. Here we go. Peaceful tiny whooping for some peaceful ball sacks. Bye-bye!